It's time to finish out the original story. Hey everyone, welcome to Princess Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with my blind reaction to episode 6 of Sandland. And yeah, this episode finishes out, it closes out the original story written by Akira Toriyama all those years ago. Um, this is halfway through the season, which means the entire rest of the season is original new content that Toriyama himself helped work on, helped craft, helped write, helped prepare for the series prior to his passing. It is new original content, and that is the most exciting part of this. Because, like I had said in the past with the previous episodes and everything, I have read the original manga. And mind you, while there's a lot I didn't remember, because of course there was, it's been so long. Um, there were definitely things I did remember, and the fact that everything after this episode is going to be completely fresh, completely new, is just insanely exciting to me because it means that I have no clue what's coming up at all. And that's just insane to think about. And there are some people who would like complain about that kind of thing. It's like, oh, why ruin the creator's vision and try to like give it an anime original ending, or try to expand on the story where it's not needed. The author made it a short series for a reason. It's like, one, just shut up. Just shut up. Two, Toriyama himself worked on this series. Like, you can't really complain when he himself worked on this series. Like, he approved the additional stuff here. He helped work on the additional stuff. I don't know if it's stuff that he always kind of wished he would have put in it back in the day and just never got back to continuing the manga. I don't know if it's just stuff that he and the anime team thought of together. Like deciding like, oh, we need to fill up some more content here to reach a single core season. I don't know what the entire deal is, of course. But like, you're anyone who would complain about this, like not adhering to the vision of the creator, would be stupid at this point. And I'm not saying people have been complaining about it with this. That would involve people having been watching this. I'm just saying that people tend to say stuff like that. So I believe there's probably at least one person out there who has been thinking that kind of thing. But yeah, it really sucks that this series got screwed over with just lack of advertising and issues regarding that, and just it astounds me, especially because, as I've stated before, it's an Akira Toriyama series. It's like, this should have an insane amount of attention, and because it's on Disney Plus and Hulu, it's like, oh, we're just not going to advertise it even after, the creator of it passes away, one of the most influential people in history. It's like, we're still not going to advertise this series. The game has better advertising than this. The game's advertising is actually pretty good. Um, it's just, I'm not going to stop complaining about that, because that just irritates me so much when this series is as good as it is. I hope that Jeff from Mother's Basement and other AniTubers talking about it will help get it attention, but I don't know. I did notice when Giga put up his seasonal preview thing, like, oh, what shows are happening this season. I noticed he did not have this in there at all, which irritated the shit out of me. But yeah. It also sucks because this is like my favorite thing I'm reacting to right now. I think just watching right now in general. And because of that, it's irritating knowing that this isn't getting the attention it deserves. But I mean, I was just as irritated with Carol and Tuesday, to be fair. It's not the first time this has happened. But yeah, so getting to what we're doing, we're basically going against Zayu right now. They've reached the actual water source of the king. It turns out the legendary spring wasn't the king's water source. Instead, all of the river's water was dammed up, and that's why everything is in as bad of condition as it is. The entire desert thing with the world would have still happened, but there would have at least been water. There would have at least been some semblance of safety. But the king and definitely Zayu, kind of controlling the king, dammed up all the water so that they have access to it and no one else does. And it's a shit ton of water. Like we got to see it briefly. Yeah, it's pretty much everything. um and so our trio were there to, fix that issue. But Zayu came in and unleashed the insect men, who apparently are not even fully like ready yet. But he's like, oh, I don't care. Just place bombs in their stomachs. If things go wrong, we can just blow them up anyway. So Zayu comes in to confront them himself and six the insect men on them. And yeah, they are a threat. They're absolutely strong, but we know how strong Beelzebub is. He hasn't unleashed his full power yet. And considering this episode is, unless something weird happens here, this episode is the last episode of the manga's content, we're going to see Beelzebub go all out. And if I'm being completely honest, it's going to be one of the hypest things that is going to happen in this period of time lately for me in terms of these reactions. I'm wording this terribly, but I hope you understand what I mean. Like, just with this general time period, with the reactions I'm currently doing and all, I don't see anything being more hype than this. It's like, just the excitement I'm feeling just from thinking about it. And I haven't even seen it yet. And it's been a long, long, long ass time since I've read the manga, so it's so exciting. And this is going to really just really do it for me. And then we go into new shit, which is going to have a possibility of being even better. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the new shit's going to entail. So it's just a matter of finding out, basically. I know that sounds obvious, but yeah. But I think we should probably get right into this. So, I just wanted to bring up real quick that we have a lot of other great stuff to check out on the channel as well. We have a bunch of amazing series reactions during the entire week, Monday through Friday specifically. And on Mondays, we even do YouTube reactions or YouTube adjacent. Basically, extra reactions that are pretty much donation rewards from viewers and subscribers like you that can help me clear out my list. They're not movies, they're not full series, they're just other donation rewards, usually stuff on YouTube. We also do movie reactions every Saturday and Sunday. They're recorded during the week, but I upload them on the weekends so that every day has something going on for it. We are also currently doing a Let's Play of Spider-Man 2 on the PS5 every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And starting this Saturday, we will start a Let's Play of Anno Mutatonum or something like that. Something like that, however it's pronounced. And that is a donation Let's Play from Matthew Vasquez. Yeah, basically, simply put, we have a new system open for donating specifically for PS5 Let's Plays. If you want more info on that, check out the announcement video for PS5 game reward months. There is a video for PS5 game reward months you can check out. I just put it up the other day as of when I'm uploading this. So, yeah. If you want more info on that, check out that video. But in the meantime, let us get this going and see what this episode of Sandland has in store for us. So, when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction because, yes, we do redirect all our reactions here on the channel. I know, it sucks. You have to click an extra link and everything, and a lot of you don't want to do that, and that's fair. But it's kind of necessary. You know how YouTube is. YouTube is shit with its copyright policies, and because of that, I really don't want to risk getting any copyright strikes or even having the channel be taken down. I've dealt with that latter one before, and it's not fun. So just to keep things safe, I just thought it better to redirect all the reactions to another site. All you have to do is go down to the description below, click the link, and you get to watch it all for free. And yes, I mean all of you get to watch it all for free. The entire reaction, no cuts. And that means no paywall, no Patreon, no syncing up your own video. All you have to do is click the link and watch it for the entire reaction for free. And after you do watch it, you can come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will not only contain spoilers to the episode, but will also contain just my general thoughts on it, as well as general thoughts on the series so far, and maybe even a couple other things regarding the channel and other stuff on it. But all of that being said, let us get this going and hopefully see how this first half of the story, I guess, ends. So thank you as always for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. And yes, I cried and I'm still getting emotional. I read the story a long time ago, and even though it's been a long time and it's something I, for the most part, haven't really thought of in a long time, it is something that has held a very special place in my heart. Because it's like, I obviously read it like after having seen Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and everything, and after having discovered other anime and stuff and other manga. It was something that I didn't quite appreciate, I feel, back in that time, because I was young, and I mean, let's be honest, a lot of the stuff I read in like Shonen Jump magazines and all, I didn't either get or appreciate or like fully understand how good it was. And although a lot of my enjoyment of this series has been the nostalgia of getting to see this story and these characters again, it also comes from the fact that this is very fresh to me because it's been so long and because I didn't remember a lot of it. It's felt so fresh because of that, because it's a whole new adaptation of this. And it's during a time where the audio work, the music, the voice acting, all of this is kind of paramount to my enjoyment of a lot of this kind of media. I've stated before, I don't read manga anymore, and I don't really read like American comics or anything either, because I don't really get any emotional experience from them. And I haven't for a long time. Even stuff like One Piece, which is my favorite piece of media of all time with the anime, like some of the most emotional scenes for me do nothing for me in the manga. And I can't explain why. I've tried reading the manga and it does nothing for me emotionally. I can't explain why. I've talked before on how it could just be my autism. And it's possible, but I don't know if that's true and I don't want to just assume. But the point is, like, when I'm reading a comic or a manga, it doesn't hit me at the right level. I need the audio. I need to hear what the characters sound like. I can't just imagine it in my head. My mind doesn't work like that, I guess you could say. I need to be able to hear what they sound like. I need to be able to hear the music, the sound effects of the punches or the movements or whatever else. I need to be able to really experience it through not just visuals but audio. And in my opinion, all of that plus the animation of it elevates all of it in a way that just isn't really there in the manga. And it's nothing against the manga. It's nothing against the original writer and artist and everything. My issues are not with the manga. It's just I personally just don't get anything out of it. It's not something I can help. It's not something I am choosing to do. It just happens. I can't explain why. And so I'm going on this tangent because seeing this now, all this time later, with mostly fresh eyes, but still having that nostalgia, and getting to have that audio bit in this period of time where that is important to me, has made me not only love this series because of stuff like nostalgia and whatnot, but has just really, like, almost shockingly endeared the shit out of this series to me. Like, I'm not joking with you when I say that this is my favorite thing I'm reacting to right now. I'm completely serious, and I mean it triumphs over One Piece right now. I'm completely serious in that. Mind you, I'm talking about where we're at in One Piece right now. Obviously, like where we're at in Egghead right now, it could get better and it could take that spot for me again, and it probably will. But where we're at right now, I like this more, and I'm not even saying it's better than One Piece or anything else I'm reacting to specifically. I personally am enjoying it more. There is a difference. It is in no exaggeration like the highlight of my week with this channel and just in general. It is something I look so forward to. And I am going to be really fucking sad when it ends. And I get super fucking emotional here because this was the end of the manga content. Everything from this point forward is completely new. It is completely original content. Do you understand how exciting that is, but also how, like, wildly terrifying that is at the same time? It's like this is all like the first half was, again, still very fresh for me because of my having forgotten a lot of it. But at the same time, it's like this is still much more like new to me because it literally is. I have no clue what's going to happen. Because even if I forgot a lot of the original, it's like I knew who the swimmers were, at least by their designs. Like, I knew about the insect men. I knew that Zayu was defeated and that the water was restored and everything at the end. I knew all of that. I knew about Beelzebub going full power. I knew about a lot of this stuff. I just didn't know specific details because it's been so long. There were like specific little things here and there, and like direct details that I didn't remember. For example, I didn't remember about Sheriff Rao's wife and the Peachy people. That is something I forgot about. I knew he had trauma. I just didn't remember what it was. I didn't remember the details of it. I didn't remember that BL's father looks like Deborah from Dragon Ball Z. Um, I didn't remember that Thief's sneaking costume is a Santa outfit and stuff like that. I didn't remember that Ra, that his father served alongside Rao in the army. I didn't remember that. So details here, whether minor details or major details, I that's what I forgot about. I knew like the highlights, you know. But everything from here on out, I know nothing other than, oh, I've seen a couple character designs here or there. I have no clue what the story is at all. And like I said, that's exciting and terrifying because I don't know what to expect. This is all brand new, but Akira Toriyama did work on it, and that gives me like insane amounts of hope. Because as much as I do rag on Dragon Ball for a lot of reasons, um, I don't deny the impact it's had on this world, and I don't deny Akira Toriyama's insane talent. And this is a very different series from Dragon Ball, and I do believe that this second half, I don't know what's going to happen in it, but I do believe that it will live up to the first half. I do believe that it will carry on that legacy and be just one of the just best and most amazing new works that Toriyama put out at the end of his life. I mean, it's this and Dragon Ball Daima, I think it's called. These were the last things that he worked on. And it's like, it's a big deal. And both really should be getting attention. And unfortunately, I just really hate how this isn't. But I ranted about that enough. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. The one person on the motorcycle or whatever, I recognize having seen that character in like a still image or something here or there, maybe like a clip or something from the game. But I don't know anything about the character. I'm wondering one thing here. Are we going to get a new opening? Or is like some of the visuals in the opening maybe going to change? Because the thing is, the opening is very much geared towards the first half of this. It's all about the fights against Zayu. We have the swimmers and everyone. We have RA in it. It's like, I'm sure RA could return. I'm sure like certain aspects will continue to be a thing. But it's very centered around the first half, the manga canon. So is it going, even if the song stays the same, are some of the visuals going to change just to adjust for the second half? Because shows have done that. Hunter x Hunter, for example, did that with all of its openings. The 2011 one, at least. It kept the same song and just for every arc changed the visuals of the opening. So I'm wondering if that's what they're going to do here. I would be very welcome to that. But I don't know, and I don't want to know until it actually happens. If it stays the same, I'll be fine with it. It's still an amazing opening. If it does just get new visuals, we'll be absolutely happy with that. If it's an entirely new opening, I'll have to wait till I see it. That would be wild, though. Considering it's only like, what, 13 episodes for the series? To get an entirely new opening I mean, I guess it's halfway through, and it's like we're not going to get any more after this, so it would make sense, but you don't usually have an opening for only 6 episodes. You know what I mean? Again, if they change the visuals, I think that would probably make the most sense. But I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. Um, but yeah, it's like this absolutely made me cry, and I'm not afraid to admit it. This series. It just it's become a big deal for me. I adore these characters so goddamn much, especially Beelzebub. Like no joke. Like I talked in like a previous video or two, like calling him like one of my favorite characters right now, and that's not strong enough to say how much I love him. It's just like I am just like I adore him so much thanks to this series, and I love Thief and Rao as well. And I'm hoping any new characters we get, like the motorcycle person, I'm hoping to love them too. That would be very much welcomed. Um, I have no idea where this is going to go. This is like really just going to completely surprise me, and I hope for the best. And I believe for the best, but we'll see. Either way, just as a reminder, we do have a lot of other great content on the channel. Monday through Friday, we have a lot of awesome series reactions to check out. And on Mondays, we also do YouTube or YouTube adjacent reactions. Basically, anything that's not a movie or a series that you guys have donated for me to check out. On Saturdays and Sundays, we also do movie reactions. They're recorded earlier in the week, but uploaded on the weekend, so every day has something going on for it. Those are also pretty much all donation rewards, though sometimes I will slip something in. On Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, we are doing a Let's Play of Spider-Man 2 on the PS5. 3 days a week, a lot of great content. Parts 1 through 9 do have some audio issues, but starting with part 10, everything should be pretty much entirely fixed. And on Saturdays, starting this week, we will be playing Anno Mutatonin, something like that, however you pronounce it. It is a donation reward Let's Play from Matthew Vasquez. If you want to know how to take part in that, all you have to do is check out the announcement video for the PS5 Game Reward Months. It is a specific video. I put it out within days, a couple days or so, a day or two before this video. So, yeah, just look up like PS5 Game Reward Month, and you should be able to find it on the channel. That will give you all the info you need if you wish to join in on that. But for the time being, thank you as always so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts on this first half, but especially this episode down in the comments below. And I beg of you, do not spoil me to this second half. This is entirely new, and I do not want to be spoiled on what's going to happen. I am so excited for it. We will continue this next week. For the time being, though, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.